Hello and welcome. This is Politic Revolutionary here to you today with with Civilization 5, Sid Meier's Civilization 5. So this will be a guide for anyone wishing to learn general Civ 5 strategy and how to win on the highest difficulty. This will cover all difficulties, but it will also give you some good strategies for deity. So first of all, you want to choose your civilization. This is a modded setup. Usually it says modded setup up there, but I did a special mod that creates a DLC folder instead, meaning that this is not officially modded, but this is modded. So normally there are 43 civs, but now there's many more because I've, as I told you, installed mods. So, with each Civ, they have their unique ability. This is available from the start, but it may not give you bonuses at the start. And they differ from Civ to Civ. For Morocco, you receive free gold and 1 culture for each trade route with a different Civ or city state. The trade route owners earn plus 2 gold for each trade route sent to Morocco. This means you just get more gold and some culture from any trade routes. You have the Berber cavalry, that is a unique unit, and you have the Kashba, that's a unique improvement. So unique units are units that are only available to you, and they replace other units in the game. The Berber cavalry replaces the cavalry, and the Kashba is the unique improvement which just appears on its own. So this is a unique building, the Chocolatier. This is not a vanilla Civ. It replaces a building of its own. So the choice of Civ is important. They all give various bonuses that can help for domination, diplomacy, or um, science victory, culture victory, so on and so forth. So today I'm going to be playing Louis the 14th, Sun King, and yeah, this will be deity standard game pace. I'm going for a culture victory. Well, I don't think maybe he's the best civ to play. Maybe Sweden. Um, Let me just go quickly through these. Probably not gonna now that I think about it, I'm probably not gonna play as go for a culture victory. Even though I am good at culture victories, that was my first victory on deity. It's not the most reliable strategy, and I do not want to restart in a guide video. So I'm gonna play as Dufour, as Switzerland, because they are great. Where's Switzerland? Switzerland, please show up. Please. I want to play you. Okay, now I have to actually read. Oh, there we go. So yeah, he's very good for diplomacy victories because he receives extra gold. Extra gold means you can bribe city states which can vote for you in the World Congress. So map type is very important. Continents means that you might have a super huge militaristic blob on one continent and several civs on another, or the other way around. But yeah, there tends to be lots of problem. Pangea means that you're vulnerable to attack somewhat, but you're also available for expansion. Archipelago means very naval based map. You're gonna have to get optics to get anywhere. Fractal, you're gonna just Fractal is just basically Pangea, but different setup. and Earth is Earth. Plus, there's a bunch of maps from DLC, official DLC, that I'm not going to go over right now. I'm just going to play on a fractal. So, there are 8 levels of difficulty. There's Settler, Chieftain, Warlord, King, Emperor, and Mortal and Deity. The tooltip explains for itself. Though I don't like the tooltip for Deity. Only the best players in the world will beat this level. It's not that hard. Trust me. Okay, we're gonna start the game. Then I'll explain to you more. Unfortunately, the audio is not working for some reason with Civ, and I don't think you could hear anyways because I haven't figured out how to. Oh. Okay. I found out how to make volume. Okay. Anyways, I think I'm the only one. Anyways, so the choice of your capital location is extremely important. It can be the difference between a won game and a lost game. So you generally want to set on hills because it'll give you an extra production right off the bat, and you want to have lots of luxury resources. Here we have 3 luxury resources, 2 calendar and 1 masonry resource. The best luxuries are ones that can be exploited after mining. However, you won't find those all the time. You also want lots of production potential and you want lots of production potential and lots of food. So I think I might actually move from the start. I think move into the marsh is the best option. Even though I'm giving up the hill and this early game production, I am gonna have a lot more late game production as I'll have more hills in my free tile range. I'll give up this hill, but I'm almost certain that there's gonna be another hill down there, and I'm gonna remain in range of all my important luxuries and such. So hopefully this gambit pays off. So when you settle your capital, you'll have to choose your production. I highly recommend a scout. Whatever strategy you go for, a scout is necessary for movements unless if you have those off. And yeah, so you want to scout. So if you open the citizen management bar, you can see what your citizens are working. So right now, our one citizen is working this cocoa tile. So you want to lock in there. It is the best tile. It's got 2 for production on gold. And yeah, you want to lock the tile, and you want to continue to spawn. You always want to move your warrior before settling your capital, and now we can see that this capital isn't so bad. It's still this hill range. Hopefully we made the right choice. Otherwise it doesn't really affect us that much. So our warrior upgraded to spearman. That's a different unit range type. So there's regular infantry units, then there's just infantry. There's infantry line units, then there's anti-cavalry, which is basically spearmen, pikemen, those kinds of units. So on and so forth. So yes, we did move within more production range. And since we are Switzerland, we should be getting some gold from Poland soon. So we do have Nazi Germany in our game. Not a very good person the leader of that nation is, but yeah. So these are safe states. They are passive players in the game. They're not competing for victory. There's going to be less of diplomacy with them. If you... Yeah, the interface with him is bugged. He took my ribbon. The Nazi. They are passive. They're not going to compete with you in the game, but they're not going to help you. They're not going to explicitly help you unless if you give them, let's say, gold, for example. Gold or units. So here we have met our Civ. They do have workers out in the open. This can be exploited. We could take these, most certainly take them, which I think I will be doing soon. Those are the advisors. You tend not to listen to them. This is a weird interface bug. Advisors, some of them give good bonuses, good information, but often they don't. So, the reason why I built workers because I want to get my food up. There's Hannibal. Lots of modded people, actually. You want to get your food and your capital up as soon as possible. That's gonna give you many bonuses. Basically, population means everything in the game. Population and science are the two driving factors in the game. If you do not send that trader to me. So, yeah. Okay, I'm blanking here. Don't know why I am just blanking. Wow. What to do? Yeah. So what you saw there was Barbarian. Barbarians are self-generated, and they just harass you. They're not especially powerful or especially weak. They just exist. They tend to die. Yeah, they tend to die, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, they just tend to die in battle. Here we've met Christian IV. So yeah, there's not really anything to say here. We just teched up on mining, and we already had archery as a technology. So these are the basic technologies. Mining, very useful for production potential. Calendar is necessary for. So in the early game, you're not gonna really go for any wonders. You can go for wonders if they're in your strategy, but it's definitely not suggested going for Great Library, for example, as that tends to go on turn 30. Archery is very good for defense. Mining gives allows you to increase your production. Basically, you want to go for luxury ones that enable you to get luxuries, or ones that enable you to go further in eras and get to actual good stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna scout around a bit, mind our own business. Gonna send you back there. We have found Tiki. I'm gonna discuss policies once we get our next one. So I'm building a settler early in order to get this wonder. It's gonna be good wonder. Or to get this spot right here. That's actually an excellent spot. For city, it will provide lots of, how do you call it? Lots of food and production. And it will allow us, got it's a good attacking point on the Arabs who we're gonna conquer. Um, so yeah. Wow, Arabia's close. Too close, probably. Okay, so with policies, if you're gonna go for a small four-city empire, choose tradition. Tradition just gives you so many growth bonuses, and it builds up your capital. Liberty is for wide, expansive empires. It gives you free settlers and allows you to expand with little cost. Liberty is good for mid-game production. Tradition is good for science. Honor is good for fighting barbarians and for conquest, and piety is good for religious. I don't recommend honor or piety really, and I believe that a tradition opener with a how do you call it? With a liberty tradition, then liberty is one of the better openings. Tradition into liberty. Oh, I can work that. So right now we're not receiving any gold, but since this is deity, the AI is gonna get tremendous amounts of gold. And as we are Switzerland, you're gonna see that we're gonna get tons of gold from this. Gonna keep you there for a second. Want to find where the Arabs settled. Okay, they settled there. That's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be behind our backs, but nothing we can really do about it. We're gonna advance it on their capital, so all's fair in the end. So, Usually you want to manually set your tiles. Set yourself to production focus usually is a good idea. This is actually a good city. Zoom in, it's coastal. Um, so yeah. If you have any comments, suggestions, or if you want me to, like, record louder or something like that, please notify me in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be creating more of these Civ 5 tutorial videos. See you next time.